the four seasons, right? And each one has a major play on the flavor of the wine, truly the flavor of the wine. So we're in spring. In winter, we pruned and we built the foundation structure of the vine. Back to the cordon, back to the number of shoots that we want. And in here in Washington, we're really healthy, we're really strong, and we're gonna have a lot of growth in healthy vines. So we're gonna get a couple extra shoots that we didn't ask for because the vine's able to do it. So in spring, after a very good pruning, we've got to go back and redesign. We've got a few too many shoots going on in there. We got to take them away so we get down to the shoots that we want. There are flavors we are imbuing in the wine in this season. This season actually imbues flavor in the wines. It's hard to imagine, but it does. This season will end, spring will end at the equinox. And by then, in this warm spring, we're going to have fruit. So this isn't fruit, right? These are flowers, pre-flowers. When we get to that fruit, we're going to immediately start to build a character of flavor that's the basis of our wine. So we have to anticipate that. And we're going to do that by removing some shoots and creating space for light and shade to come in to the shoots that we've left behind and build the flavor that we're really after. So we're going to reduce and reduce, come back to the cordon, not have too much, taking away the unintended, the unpruned for, and leaving what we asked for and what we designed. And in the end, have a more open vine where light can penetrate, and we still have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We got 20 clusters just in 2 feet. That's about 3 pounds. And so we're looking at running the math up. That's really pretty good. For fine wine, that's really pretty good. So plenty of clusters right there already. In fact, the design might come in and take a few more out. But that's a really quick appraisal of reshaping the vine so we get back to where we're after. I could continue here, bring things down, get rid of everything on the bottom. We don't want things growing in the shade or growing in the wrong direction. We want the leaves to do their work in summer, blocking the sun from burning the fruit in the heat of summer. So making sure that we have enough leaf shade gives us the need in the desert that we have, which is different than Burgundy. This is Chardonnay. We have the need to block the sun. So we want to keep the leaves, even at this hour, or in June in Burgundy, they might take away the bottom leaf. But we want to keep them because we'll need them later. The secret to great Chardonnay for us in Washington was because it's blue sky from now until harvest. It was that we needed to protect it from the sun, actually. In Burgundy, it's the opposite. Often rainy, mold and mildew inside. It needs the sun to get in. It needs those clusters to get the wind to blow the water away. We don't have the water. We do have the sunburn, but we do have the same grape. So we needed to protect and shade it. They needed to get it open into the sun. They don't have enough sun. We can have not too much, but we can have burning sun. While we're seeking to make a gorgeous Chardonnay around the world, we've got to treat the vine differently and treat the fruit differently as we go. Those were lessons we had to learn because we were stripping the vines and putting the fruit out in the naked sun like they do in Burgundy and copying everything the Burgundians did. It wasn't working. It was causing problems. It burned our fruit. So we had to do what they said they should never do, which is cover it up. And we made better wine year after year. Those wines today, they're just amazing. These flower florets are going to open up in a month and flower, and they'll turn to fruit in June. In the meantime, here inside these buds is where next year's fruit is going to be built over the next 6 to 8 weeks. And so it's very important that we get light into these buds, because next year's fruit is already being genetically built by the season the year before. The cycles are all wound up together inside the vine. The pruning to the clusters to the shoot size, all of the spacing, it's all wound up together, spring-loaded, year after year. And if you know the cycles, you build for them. And that's what's really interesting about viticulture, is the human relationship with this vine creates style and creates a relationship with the plant that lets you understand how it best survives in your unique environment.